obviously.
Sorry, what are we looking for now?
A telephone, a grey telephone.
Ah, we got the canary then.
Yeah, most of it, yes.
Yeah. I wonder where they keep the drink in here.
Ah, yes. It's the wonderful thing about Australia House. You know it's got to be somewhere.
Ah, 10 o'clock on your left hand.
Quite right.
Sorry about this, Jack. You go, slight emergency. You enjoying the treasure hunt?
Oh, immensely.
That's a marvellous party, Calvin. We're trying for the,
Grey telephone.
Ah, yes.
And we had the rather brilliant idea...
Crikey, don't do that. Well, they're agents in the field. Pull one of those out and the bottom kind of drops out of some Bordeaux's world. What's up with Avril?
Who?
My driver. She's in your trolley.
That's our lass full of gin.
Eh?
Well, we thought we'd go for the difficult ones first, you see. Number 4, lass full of gin.
Yeah. And she loved it, didn't she?
Yeah.
Glass. That's supposed to be glass full of gin, Stu. There you go. That's not on everyone's list, is it?
Komm mal her! Ich habe das Telefon hier drinnen gefunden.
So, anyway, what's the emergency then?
What? Oh, have you seen our head of intelligence?
Well, when we last saw him, he was emptying bottles into the jacuzzi.
Showing people how to dip sheep.
That's right, that's right. That's why we run out of booze. So I thought we've got an ancient stationed above off license in Fulham.
I should get on to him, Calvin.
Yep. The only problem is he's doing security surveillance on a possible defector. I'm not sure I can pull him out just to get the off license.
But he wouldn't have to be gone for long.
Yeah, no one's going to defect tonight, Calvin.
It's raining.
You reckon?
Oh, yeah, it's belting down out there.
I'll give it a burn.
Good.
Look at this!
It's a big chief.
It's the Gottlieb of Chicago. They don't make them like this anymore.
I'll say.
What the hell's today's scrambler code?
Would you ask, Hugo?
Oh, right, sure. Does anybody know what the scrambler code is?
You know, Hugo once scored 438,000 on one of those, with only 3 balls.
77, 49, 61.
Call in Falcon's Nest, call in Falcon's Nest. This is Nightjar, call in Falcon's Nest. I've got an important order for you.
Taxi back, eh?
Yeah, Hotel des Invalides, 73.
What was it? 438,000?
On 3 balls.
In handcuffs. Do you know, I often wonder what would have happened if...
Oh, Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah.
She's right, he'll be round with the booze in 20 minutes.
Good.
Oh, you got one of these?
No.
Oh, no. You mean anyone can buy one?
Yeah, anyone who can pay.
How much do they cost?
I wouldn't know. It goes down as entertainment.
How do you mean?
Well, it's a business expense.
Is it really?
How very interesting. He says he wants cash for it, so I've told him to go down the passage.
To Alan?
Yes.
I think it might be simplest if we paid him from the box.
Oh, and then got Griselda to slip Alan the bill?
Later on.
Yes, good idea.
I don't believe this.
Oh, what?
It's all gone again.
Well, the money?
It's £40 in there. It's not even enough for lunch. I think we ought to have a talk with Alan.
Oh, right, yes. Jack, do you think he's finished yet?
Oh. I think not.
Mr. Warburton, we're just going down the passage to talk about your money. Yes.
It's all right.
Yes, I think so. It's just a nosebleed.
Could you spread these on the carpet, please? All right, thank you so much. I've been thinking about lunch.
Oh, yes?
Well, if Alan wants us to save money, perhaps the simplest thing is to phone Fortnum's and ask him to send a little something round.
Ah, then he wouldn't get the bill until...
Monday.
Yeah.
I think he'd prefer that.
Yeah. Right, I'm just coming.
I brought that letter for you to sign.
Ah, thank you. Yes, you're still having problems with the typewriter, then.
Well, they're awfully complicated machines, Alan. That's my best handwriting.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Would you like me to take notes?
What?
Well, the board meeting, it's nearly 10 o'clock.
Oh, that. No, I think it's quicker if I do it.
Is everything all right, Alan?
Oh, yes, swimming along. It's just that, well, for once in their lives, they might actually be some use. And we both know that even if they remembered the meeting, they'd be 3 hours late.
Morning, Alan.
You're quite sure you're not supposed to be at a croquet match or something?
I told you you'd be in a cheerful mood.
We've come to have a little talk, Alan.
Yes, about money.
Oh, well, I must say you've timed it very well, because I wanted to ask your opinion on this.
Oh, right. Yes, I think that should do the job all right.
Good. What do you think, Jack?
What is it?
Polish. You know, if you want to take the top layer of paint off your car.
No, it's wine.
Wine?
I think he's right, Jack. I've had it somewhere before.
But it says polish on the bottle. I can see it quite clearly from here.
There you are, Gristle. Polish.
No, it's Polish. It's a bottle of Polish muscatel.
That's it. We drank it at a workers' revolutionary meeting in Paddington.
Yeah, all right, if we've all had our little joke. Now, I need to know some sort of price for this. What's it worth?
Well, I'll give it 1 out of 10. For presentation. Well, last time I had to drink it from the bottle.
So, you're not thinking of buying any of this, are you, Alan?
You haven't bought it already, have you?
Oh, Alan, you haven't.
Well, I didn't buy it exactly. One of our retailers went bankrupt. He owed us a great deal of money. And I had the choice of taking a tiny fraction of what we were owed or 300 cases of this.
300 cases?
I know it's quite a lot to get rid of.
Well, I think you're going to have quite a problem there, Alan.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you can't just flush this sort of stuff down the lavatory, you know.
It kills fish, do you see?
We are going to sell this wine. In fact, in view of our financial problems, we have no choice but to sell it.
But you said we made a profit last month.
Well, a small one, yes.
Then your shirt bill from Temple and Asser came in, Jack.
If only you could sell wine at half the speed you spend the profits.
But I thought we had. I mean, that old Etonian, what's his name?
Perth Hunt Ball.
Yeah, he gave us a cheque on the spot.
It was for thousands of pounds, Alan. You haven't lost it.
Griselda?
I've got it here. It's a gyro cheque drawn on Greendale Post Office, I'm afraid, Jack.
Signed by Postman Pat. And countersigned by Mrs. Goggins. Yes, no, the fact is that until we expand our sales, I have to keep a very tight control on our cash flow situation.
Absolutely.
No, Sugar, he means we can't have any more money.
Precisely. Now, I put as much cash as I could into that box thing of yours yesterday.
But that was yesterday.
No, it was several £100s, and I'm afraid that's going to have to last you for quite some time.
Well, couldn't you check the figures?
Sorry, Jack.
No more money.
None at all.
I know now what abject poverty feels like.
Yes. I think it's pretty unpleasant.
Isn't it?
Mrs. Monaghan,
Master Jack.
you're quite poor, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
How do you think we'll manage?
Manage, sir?
You know, getting back to basics, leading the simple life.
Do you think we'll survive?
I'll get the garlic bread, sir.
You know, I can't help wondering if this business of selling wine isn't easier than we think. I mean, presumably, all one does is find someone who spends a lot of money on drink and then get them to spend it here.
Spends a lot of money on drink.
You're quite right. I'll call them. Griselda, get me Australia House, would you? Well, this is very pleasant, Calvin. I hope your people didn't mind our suggesting a little wine tasting.
Ah, hell no. Boss's wife was as keen on the idea as I was.
Oh, was she really?
Yeah, when she gave him the checkbook, she said, Calvin, you can come back with Nat's P and I'll shan't mind. She said, as long as it's from Mowbray and Croft, I'll know it's quality Nat's P.
Very charming of her.
And have either of you found anything yet that you particularly like?
Oh, well, I'll be honest with you, Hugo. I'm sure it's all very lovely, but I'm more of a lager man myself.
Ah, yes. You tried the Chateau de Ken, did you?
It's not bad, Hugo, not bad at all, but...
Yes?
Well, I wondered if you had anything with bubbles in it, you know. More the colour of...
Lager? Yeah. Bring us a bottle of the Krug 74, would you, Samson?
Oh, no.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
You're supposed to spit it out, Calvin.
I've done my share of the spitting, Avril. I'm just thirsty, all right?
See what you think of this one. It's a Burgundy, Chambertin 73. Peter Capac reckons it's one of the finest vintages of the century.
Gee, Calvin!
What's the matter now?
You're supposed to spit it in the bucket. That's my vanity case. Your trouble, Calvin, is you're so bloody coarse. Now I've lost the car keys.
Sorry about that, fellas. I don't think we tried this one yet, have we?
The Polish Muscatel, yes. How did that get out there? That one's not actually for drinking, Calvin.
Really? What do you do with it?
Well, I'll show you if you like. Could I borrow your tie for a moment? Thank you. It's a wine of a quality with very interesting properties.
Yes, I'll get the matches.
Right. Now, you see, fold it like so, put it there. Now, if you just pour a little of the wine into the ashtray.
Like this?
Yes.
And then strike a match.
Yeah.
And just hold it over the top there. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Calvin.
But it's not my birthday.
No, quite right. Just a little joke, you see.
You just made me set fire to my tie.
Well, it wasn't valuable, was it?
Australia House has only got 3 ties. I had to sign out for that.
We'll get you another one from upstairs.
Happy birthday. I'll try that tonight on the Kiwi High Commissioner.
Hey, Cal, this one's not bad.
Which one's that?
This Polish stuff. You try it, Calvin. It's got a real kick to it.
Well, I don't...
Don't you think it leaves a sort of coating on the teeth?
And the tongue feels rather numb afterwards.
Yeah, you're right, it does.
Well, I'm afraid that one shouldn't have been put up, Calvin.
Keep all the good stuff for yourselves, eh?
Have another try of the Chambertin, why not?
Well, whatever you say, Hugo, but to be honest, I prefer the sticky one.
Yeah, me too. What's the cost?
Well, this bottle costs £40.
Yes, and the Chambertin is rather more expensive, but then, as I say, it is a vintage year.
And the Polish stuff?
Well, the 78p.
Sold. How much you got?
Oh, look, Calvin, I don't think we can send you back to Australia House with...
We have 300 cases.
They sold 300 cases, Griselda. I thought you'd be pleased.
Well, I am pleased, Alan. Of course I am. It's just, I feel a bit sorry for them.
For Jack and Hugo? Why?
We know what'll happen when the High Commissioner finds out it's been sold a duff wine.
What can he do?
Come on, Alan.
No, seriously. What can he do? It was a perfectly legal transaction. We charged a very reasonable price.
What he can do, Alan, I mean, what he's probably already done, is make sure that Jack and Hugo are never invited to another party at Australia House. Ever.
What? No more parties at the High Commission? Oh, cripes, Griselda.
Well, it's all right for you to laugh. You've always had it so easy, haven't you?
Had it easy? Me?
You've never known what it's like not to work, have you? You worked at school, you worked at college, now you work in a job. Jack and Hugo never work, never.
Don't I know it?
Parties are important to them. They're good at parties. They understand them. You know, they know how to make them go. And the ones at Australia House are some of the best in London. I mean, there's even one tonight. Now they... Well, I think it was jolly brave of them.
I'm very grateful for the way you stepped in on Harry's half day. I wanted to get the stuff delivered before they changed their minds. You know, I've never had a secretary with an HGV license before.
Got it, so I could help drive the horses down to Newmarket.
Daddy's horses, of course. Sorry. Sorry. Didn't mean to.
Just don't know what it's like, do you, Alan? Having everything handed to you on a plate.
Oh, no. No, I don't.
Do you know what my favourite game was when I was little? It was pretending my mother wasn't the Duchess of Monmouth. A simple washerwoman from the East End. And I had to support 12 brothers and sisters scrubbing in the kitchens of a big hotel. I'd start at the bottom, work my way up to chef, then get promoted to It's not all easy, Alan, being born rich.
Isn't it?
Nothing to struggle for. Your whole life spent drifting from one aimless pleasure to the next. Oh, look, I'm supposed to be at a doctor and nurse's party by 8.
I'll see if I can hurry them up then.
What are we stopped here for anyway?
Which one did you say was for the glass of brandy?
The gum boot.
Ah.
Oh, yes. You didn't get it in, did you?
No. We'll be going into the garden about now.
Well, the Australians.
Yes. Calvin's going to organise a game of wallaby tag.
Now I'll never know what happened in the Spot the Pufter competition.
Well, we had to do it, Hugo.
Yes, I suppose so. Work. You know, it's at times like these I know how those 19th century chimney sweeps must have felt.
I know. Let's play one of your records.
The Jimmy Shand?
Or the other one.
Sorry to disturb you, but we saw your light was on and thought you might like to see it right away.
Alan, what is this?
It's, a big chief.
Yeah, well, I can see that, but...
Yes, well, I thought it was the least I could do after, you know. And it does go down as business entertainment.
Can we keep it?
Yes, it's all yours. You might need an adapter for the plug. I might have one in the office.
Right, well, let's go and see, shall we?
All right, all right.
It was all his idea, you know.
Sorry? Yeah, oh, was it really? How very supportive. Yes. I suppose you heard about...
Yes. I'm so sorry, Jack.
Can't be helped. There'll be a new commissioner soon. Just a question of waiting. 4 months.
Look, Jack, I was thinking. Maybe if you had a word with the High Commissioner.
No, it's no use.
You know, if you just explained to him...
No, the man's a fanatic, Grizzle. He had the UN delegate repatriated last year for bruising a bottle of claret.
Oh.
No, I'm afraid we're just going to have to sit this one out. For 4 months.
Alan says he wants to take us all out to dinner.
Really? How very kind.
Yes, to somewhere called the Happy Chicken. He says they do a very good scampi in the basket.
And you said?
I said I was going to a funeral,
Yeah.
but I thought you were both free.
This evening, did you say?
Yes.
Well, I think I've got a school governors meeting. Yes, I remember. I missed the last one, so I really suppose...
Now, come on, you two. You can't just leave me to... Well, I'm going to Dr. Nurse's party.
Oh, of course you are, Grizzle.
If you think it's more important.
Yes, I mean, it'd be awfully disappointed if none of us could go.
You rats.
Right, then, everyone ready?
It's just me, I'm afraid, Alan.
Oh.
I think it's a lovely idea.
Yes, some other time, perhaps.
Yeah, it'll give us something to look forward to.
Oh, right. Well, I'll see you in the morning, then.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye. You will have time to change, Grizzle, will you?
No.
I'm not quite sure I haven't known it.
Time for a game.
Well, I think so. Best of 35?
Right.